The folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go. Hey, check, make it. Ready?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Lawrence will throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Lawrence. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Taken down at the 42. The Jaguars at 2-6 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. This defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up close to the 30-yard line. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. He's just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down at a yard. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. The 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 70. And the Niners are able to add on to that lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
And
that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 13-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number 1 goal every game is stop the run.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hey, Kill, I'm gone.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from moving out in front. McManus's point after is good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Okay, right?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Breaks a tackle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And now they'll throw with Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. Lance now on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the 1st half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Lance to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Lance looks to throw again. Rolling to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk from 8 yards out. And the 49ers are able to move back in front. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Ram, 23. 13, Luke.
And to throw again is Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hey, lie.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The kick by McMillis is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars 17.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes.
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
21 yards there on third down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's second down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Now Lawrence. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
McManus for the Jaguars field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good, and that's going to tie things at 20. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game, but Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Safe right.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. He may go. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Moody good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Hey, I'm gun. 11, Agate.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now they run the option on 2nd down. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Now that was a designed run. Now remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Completes it to Jennings. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Jennings. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 31-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 31 yards. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
ETN up the middle. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
ETN on the toss right. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd down, here's the option. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jags have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage
What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And Debo going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. McCaffrey running up the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
Hey, check mega, opposite.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The recipe is pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Well, this drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Lance on the option left. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they ran what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Into the hands of Ingram. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save the timeout. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Go, let's go.
Back to throw, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This is 1st and 10. Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Lawrence. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. Here comes 2nd down.
2-0, Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 5.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their #1 running option that you've scouted and take away their #1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
Take right open.
A final shot now from Lawrence. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They gambled for the win, and they trail by 1 here in the final moments. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a game where they got out to a pretty good-sized lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they're able to survive what happened in the 4th quarter.
So for the 49ers, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars,